Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Something new and different here on the channel. I've got 25 mystical timing questions I'm going to ask. I'm going to do rapid fire. I've got this new deck, Timing Oracle deck. And so we're just going to rapid fire 25 questions here, worldwide questions, political, geopolitical. I've got a bunch of them written down so I don't forget them. So in no particular order, shall we begin? Okay, when shall the drums of war in Ukraine fall silent and the land begin its long exhale? When is the war in Ukraine over? When is the war in Ukraine over? When is the war in Ukraine going to be over? You have the power to create the timing by taking action. That doesn't really help me. The time is now. Okay, so that helps me. You have the power to create the timing by taking action. So this would tell me, this would be the leaders. If the leaders wanted this over, it could be over right now, today. So the fact that it's carrying on is completely due to the leaders not taking charge. When will the dragon throne of China tremble and reveal its next great turning? When will the communist government of China, Chinese Communist Party, fall? When will the Chinese Communist Party fall? By the end of the year. What? Ho, 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 ho. When will the sands of the Middle East soften, giving rise to a rare season of peace? Now, I know there's a ceasefire, but there's not. There's not. And then the card said it wouldn't last more than 4 days, and it didn't. When will the sands of the Middle East soften and give rise to a rare season of peace? Oh, interesting. 12 months from now. And what was this card? It's time to take a break. Yes, it's time to take a break. Look at, and this is the lotus. So I'm wondering if Egypt is going to be doing something. And this is a 50. So 12 months from now, 50 weeks. It'll be time to take a break. That was an interesting cut. When shall America shed another political skin and enter a new constitutional age? When will there be a regime change in America, if one is actually even needed? Remember, this is just 25 rapid fire questions. When shall America shed another political skin and enter a new constitutional age? You have the power to create the timing by taking action. Again, I think this is the leadership. Have faith, divine timing is at play. Huh. So that's a political realignment. So have faith. I think the powers that be are working on a new political realignment. When will the European Union gain or lose a star in its celestial crown of nations? You have to remember, the European Union, the flag is a circle of stars. So when will one of those stars fall off the flag? In other words, when will a nation be leaving the EU? We already seen one with the Brexit. When is the next one? Next new moon. So we're on a new moon right now. I'm assuming the next new moon is in like 2 days. Is this hungry? It's kicking up a fuss. Or is it the next new moon after that? Because we're so close to the new moon right now. Wouldn't that be interesting? When will the world be swept into its next great recession? And then I'll pull a second one of when will fortune return? When will the world, so this is a worldwide recession. I'm talking like 1930s, 1920s kind of worldwide recession. When will the world be swept into its next great recession? And then I'll pull a second card of when will fortune return? Oh, not in this lifetime. Oh, well, that's good. I'll take that. Indecision is causing delays. So it's not going to be in this lifetime. For me, I'm 62. So let's say that at least not the next 20, 30 years we'll be in a worldwide recession. But when we do, indecision will be causing delays. So perhaps who knows what the world will look like then. Oh, I like that. When shall the global housing towers crack, cool, or collapse into a new economic order? So, in other words, when will the WF end? When shall the global housing towers crack, cool, or collapse into a new economic order? Right? And so we could almost look at that as the BRICS are coming along, right? Right? And right now it's still America. Are they going to collapse? Are they going to cool? Is there going to be a new economic world order? 3 months from now. When shall the global housing towers crack, cool, or collapse into a new economic order? Interesting, the poppy is here, and this is November. 3 months from now. Next spring. Wow. But it's not going to cause any kind of 3 months is a season. We're very close to winter, so 3 to 4 months. Are we going to see the rise of the BRICS? When will a new plague shadow cross the earth, calling healers and prophets to attention? So when are we going to see another who flung flu? When are we going to see another who flung flu? When are we going to see another who flung flu? Next winter. Now, we are technically not in winter right now. We're in autumn until December 21st. So next winter starts December 22nd. Interesting. This fall, this winter. When shall the leadership of North Korea, maybe that has something to do with the new economic rising power. And the collapse of China. It's all coming together. When shall the leadership of North Korea pass, shift, or be swallowed by the winds? Next couple of months. It's time to let go. There's something big coming in the next couple of months, guys. The fall of China, is it going to be the fall of North Korea as well? Is it going to give rise to a new, what? The clock agrees with me. Give rise to a new economic power. When will Japan enter its next era of political reweaving and renewal? They just had one. So what I'm basically looking at is it going to stick around, right? Or is it going to fall quickly and they have to go back to the drawing board? When will Japan enter its next era of political reweaving and renewal? In other words, will the Japanese government stick around? It's time to let go. It's not going to for a long time. Let that idea go that they're going to change from now on. Cool. Okay, I'll live with that. When shall a new superpower rise like a comet from the unexpected horizon? Oh, maybe this has something to do with the new economic. When shall a new superpower rise like a comet from the unexpected horizon? And does that mean it'll be during comet season? January? Look at, and fireworks. New Year's. January 15th, perhaps? Is this all to do with the crashing of China and North Korea? And this new Who Flung Flu that's coming this winter? Wow. When will humankind's long-awaited breakthrough in near free or clean energy burst into the daylight? Now, I'm all for clean energy as long as it's efficient, economically efficient, and doesn't hurt the earth as much as some of the other stuff does, and it works, right? I mean, if it works and it's cheaper, why not? Why not? If it works, it's cheaper, doesn't harm the environment, doesn't harm people, why not? When is humankind long-awaited breakthrough in near free or clean energy burst into the daylight? Like, didn't Nicholas Tesla offer free electricity? Oh, sometime in the future. Wishful thinking. It's going to be sometime in the future. All right, so it's going to come along, okay? When shall a great ocean storm or rising tide reshape a famous coastline? In other words, when's the next big tsunami? When's the next big tsunami? When is the next big tsunami? When is the next big tsunami? Have faith, divine timing is at play. Well, what is the divine timing? Give it time, it's in the works. Oh, Japan. Or China. Or like that's definitely China. I'm going to say, I don't know why I just got Japan from that immediately. Because look at all, it's an island. Look at all the coastage, and it's had a big tsunami. Have faith, divine timing is at play. Give it time, it's in the works. In other words, you're not supposed to know, but it's coming up. And I think it's going to be in Japan or China. I don't think it's North Korea or South Korea. Okay. When will a mountain of fire, volcanic or metaphorical, awaken and darken the skies? Now, we saw mountains of fires during Pasadena. I definitely lived through mountains of fires here in Canada when the whole side of a mountain's on fire. You can't see anything. And that's not even a volcano. When will a mountain of fire awaken and darken the skies? So a volcano. When's the next big volcano? Now I just saw one in Hawaii, but I'm talking like a big volcano. And it says awaken, so one that possibly is not expected. March. That was very definite. March. All right. When shall the world place chains or laws upon artificial intelligence by binding it for a season? Okay, so when will the world clamp down on AI, binding it for a season? In other words, just for a little while, going over it, making sure it's not going rogue or anything like that. When will the world, and so this is a worldwide decree, not just one country like China, or this is a worldwide decree. It's in the past. Oh, they already have done it. It's too late, perhaps. They'll never be able to do it. It's in the past. So they possibly have already tried to do it. Huh. When will the global currency order shift, reset, or be reborn under a new sigil? Okay, so we know right now the global currency is the American dollar, and we know that the BRICS is trying to bring in their own. We've also got Bitcoin. And you don't think it's going to happen? Well, at one point the pound ruled the world until the American dollar took over, till those upstarts crossed the pond. When shall the global currency order shift, reset, or be reborn under a new sigil? Now, a new sigil means like a dollar sign or the pound sign or the euro sign, the Bitcoin sign. So to me, a sigil means not the dollar anymore. Indecision is causing delays by number 47. Hey, about Bitcoin, about let's see what the next one says. It's worth the time. So just let it kind of play out. Indecision is causing delays, but these delays actually end up being will be beneficial. So I think we're going to end up with 2 more delays here. And then it'll be worth the time. Hindsight will be 2020. Go, oh, thank God we didn't implement it then because this and that happened and that and this is way better. Sometimes, a lot of times that happens. You'll be delayed and delayed and delayed, and then everything turns out actually better than you expected. But if you would have pushed for it at the time, it wouldn't have been that good. So I think that's what's happening here. When will borders be redrawn and maps rewritten by conflict, collapse, or merging? When will borders be redrawn and maps rewritten by conflict, collapse, or merging? When will borders be redrawn? And I'm not talking like, oh, this rock is now yours. I'm talking like geopolitical. Everybody knows it's done. Patience, it's not time yet. Okay, everything's going to stay the same next couple of weeks. Again, are we going to hear something that this is the Ukraine-Russian? Apparently Russia has claimed a lot of Ukraine, and are we going to hear about it in the next couple of weeks? About how much they want in the peace deals? When shall a great city thirst, its rivers low, its fountains stilled, and force the world to reckon with water? A great city. When will a great city run out of water? When will a great city run out of water? When will a great city run out of water? And then ask the world to help it. It's in the future. Yeah, so it's going to happen. Right away I thought of Vegas, and this almost looks like Vegas, all the lights in Vegas and whatnot. Maybe what's saving Vegas is that nobody's going there right now. But it's definitely in the future. We will see a great city run out of water. When shall a well-loved or powerful world leader vanish from power by fate or design? So a well-loved leader. A well-loved leader. So I'm thinking like the Pope. Well, some would say the North Korea leader is well-loved, dear leader, right? A well-loved leader, a well-loved leader. That could be one of the Saudi kings, right? Could you say King Charles? A well-loved leader or powerful leader vanish from power. Oh, June 20th. June. Wow. Okay. When will the Arctic ice open? Oh no, sorry. When will the Arctic reveal its next terrible secret as the ice opens like a book? And I believe, like here up in Canada, obviously the Arctic, it's in other countries as well, but here in Canada, many years ago, the ice melted in that we could find a lost explorer. We found them. They found the bodies all buried and whatnot. And they found the ship many a long time ago, but they never found the crew. And finally, the ice melted and exposed where the crew was buried. They found them. The Mackenzie expedition, I believe it was called. And all the bodies were frozen, proper frozen, so they could do a lot of experiments. They found out they all died from lead poisoning because that back then cans were soldered together with lead. Okay, so when's the next time the Arctic ice is going to reveal a mystery or a surprise? There is no more time. There is no more. There's no more surprises. There are no more. There is no more time. So it just simply isn't going to. When shall Africa rise to its next golden cycle of innovation, unity, or prosperity? I didn't know it had a golden cycle. Must have. If it says its next golden cycle of innovation, unity, or prosperity. When shall Africa rise to a cycle of innovation and prosperity? June again. June. What's going to happen in June? Huh. Maybe they'll discover I know they've got all kinds of oil and gold and diamonds and, I wonder if it's a country that has a lot of those rare minerals. I wonder if they discover rare minerals mine in one of the more impoverished countries. Or it even could be South Africa. Maybe they get an election or something. When will South America experience its next wave of political upheaval or rebirth? Now, we just seen the Argentina president just won, so he has another mandate, but will that spread across South America? Will that spread across South America? Let it be a mystery. So no, I think this isn't a no. It's just let it be a mystery, meaning the cards aren't going to tell us. When shall a great tech empire crumble, merge, or give birth to something far stranger? So a great tech empire. So we're talking about Alphabet, Google, Facebook or Meta, Facebook, Apple, Microsoft. There's that Oracle, that Plantar, that all kinds. So let's find out. When shall a great tech empire crumble or merge? When shall a great tech empire crumble or merge? So that would be like Meta. Would you consider Amazon a tech empire? Or is it an empire because of tech? Elon Musk and his Twitter empire, Grok. It's time to move forward. Well, it's time for one of them to crumble or merge. It's the right time to take action. Are we going to see something soon? Is there something going on beyond that we know? Indecision is causing delays. I think somebody is going to merge. I think we're going to see a crumble or a merge. Also, a tech empire could be, I know, OpenAI, which is ChatGPT, is having funding problems, having money problems. All those AIs that are way overvalued. Indecision is causing delays. It's the right time to take action. It's time to move forward. I think we are going to see some. Okay, I think we're going to see it soon, maybe 6 to 7 weeks. Maybe it has something to do with the Chinese Communist Party collapsing, and TikTok, for example, is owned by the Chinese Communist Party, and other tech infrastructure. Last one. When will the world witness a celestial omen, a comet, eclipse, or sign that marks a global turning point? So when it, like we just saw the beautiful northern lights, we've got a comet, that SI or 3i Atlas or whatever it's called. So when will the earth witness a celestial omen, so an eclipse, a comet, or some kind of sign that marks a global turning point, that we can say that happened under that sky? When will the next one be? Sometime in the future. Well, that doesn't help. It's the right time to take action. Is that the red northern lights? Right? You look at the northern lights, how many of them were that pink red color? July. I was just going to say dandelion, it has to be during summertime. And look, didn't we have a big, well-loved leader falls in June? I think these northern lights are going to bring something by July. We will know. And look, the sunset, something will be leaving by July. Marks a global turning point. Six is June, July. Water, Cancer time. Or it could be a Cancerian. It's in the summer though. There's the dandelion. They don't grow here in the winter, thankfully. All right, well, that was 25 rapid questions. What did you think of that? I know you guys like when I do Dead or Alive or Soul or Soulless or whatever. So I thought this was another interesting one. Let me know what you thought. Put it down in the comments if you have other type of questions I should ask for this channel. And we'll take it from there. Thanks so much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Fare thee well.